It begins again.
So, Spick!
What's up, Mick? Finally, we're here. I'm happy. Are you happy? I think you're happy. I don't hear it in your voice, though.
I'm very happy.
Aww.
I'm overjoyed.
You sound like fucking droopy right now. So, want to thank everybody who's listening to the first and hopefully of many of Spick and Mick podcasts, and come on the ride, adventure with us of comics, nerddom, and a lot of rage, because I would try to see if I could piss Keith off as much as I could, or, I'm sorry, Mick. Piss Mick off as much as I could.
It's not that hard to do, to be honest.
Dude, your rants are amazing. So, what would be the first thing we want to get into? Like, you want to introduce yourself? You want to say something to the public? Let people know who Keith is.
I want to talk about the weather. To be honest.
Just the weather? Go ahead.
Just the weather.
How bad is it? How bad is it?
Horrible. Hellish. Did you ever see Day After Tomorrow?
Of course. Go
Yeah,
on.
It's got nothing on this. Jesus Christ.
Well, I would have to probably say this is the first time I've experienced snow. And I would have to say experience snow in an unprepared state. Because 3 inches is fucking nothing to me and you, obviously.
Yeah.
Detroit, New York City. Fucking 3 inches was fucking nothing. It was just snow flurries or whatever. 3 fucking inches of snow shut down the whole state. That's all I have to say. And it's not because the state was unprepared. It's just that there's no ice trucks over here.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, if New York or any inner city or up north, it's going to be like a blizzard, 12 feet or 2 feet of snow. The fucking salt trucks are already running up and down the highways and getting everything prepared. That never happened. So black ice, accidents, you had kids in buses stuck on the highway for like a day. Like, that's how bad it was over here.
Yeah, I was reading that right before I kind of gave you some shit on your personal Facebook page about, you know, how, whatever. Like, you got an inch and a half and you're all shut down. Fuck you, you know, don't know what winter is. But reading the articles, like, there's whole schools of kids who were locked down and had to spend the night in school.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I've never seen 3 inches of snow do so much damage. Like, like, I've had snow cover, like, halfway of my door and be like, fuck, I gotta go shovel this. And 3 inches, I was, like, walking outside, like, oh, I can, like, I was telling my girlfriend, like, I was like, I could go to work, I could walk, it's not a problem. She's like, you're not walking outside in the snow. And I was like, okay. I was like, alright, it's not new. I mean, I have boots. I'm, like, up north. So, but it was just fucking hilarious to not hilarious after the fact, but it's hilarious now to see how funny it was, how bad the state was, like, unprepared.
Right.
It restored my faith in my northerness. Like, yes, even though we're all assholes and we're all dicks, we can still handle 3 inches of snow.
Yeah, right. And by comparison, I'm in northern Michigan. Not the Upper Peninsula surrounded by water, but north enough to get fucked on a daily basis, pretty much. And we spent a week in Colorado. We left the morning before shit got real that afternoon on a Friday. And then we came back after the fallout ended.
Mm.
And we were getting pictures from the girls who were coming over to the house to babysit the cat and make sure things were okay. And it was like Day After Tomorrow. It was post-apocalyptic horse shit. Like, there's a 6-foot drift. Where's my car? They tried to take a picture of my car, and all you could see was a slight black sliver of where my side view mirror is, sticking out from a snowbank.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Like, I remember the blizzard of like 90, 98 or 99 in New York, where it was like we were actually like playing in the snow. It was like it snowed like fucking 7 some feet, 8 feet or some ridiculous shit, and it was like playing outside in the snow and like we running up hills, which turned out to be cars when we figured the car alarm going off, and my friend's foot went through the glass, the dude's front window because it was so frozen, and the car alarm ringing, and it was like holy shit. Like I remember people jumping off like the store roofs of the apartments, just jumping off the roof because the snow was so high that it could break their fall. Like it was, I've experienced that one before. So I was go ahead.
I've definitely thought about jumping out a window up here because currently I'm on the second story.
Mhm. Oh, you mean in your man cave?
Yeah, in my man cave.
Fuck your man cave. How about that?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'll add that to my growing hubris.
Mhm.
No, there's like a half circle drift that wraps around the house here, and the first or second night after we got back from Colorado,
yeah,
I finally thought, Jesus Christ, we finally have enough snow I could put my snowshoes on for the first time in 5 years and go out. And
by snowshoes, you mean tennis rackets on the bottom of shoes?
No, I have money, or I have family that has money, and they thankfully gifted me.
Okay.
Years ago, actual proper like LL Bean snowshoes.
No idea what that is, but go on.
Any true northerner would know what that is. But.
Oh, fuck off. Go ahead, Elitist. Tell me about your snowshoes.
I'm like walking on the top of this snowdrift around the house, surveying what I have to shovel out. And I get to the side of the house where the man cave is. And I realize, fuck, I'm looking into the man cave.
Wait, you mean looking into it? Like,
I'm looking into it. like I can see my art table, and I can see the top 2 shelves on the opposite wall of my statues and comic books and stuff. Like, I'm outside on the ground, and I'm looking into my second story man cave.
That's fucking awesome. But either way, speaking of art, how is your comic coming along? Is it the Dead Mouse comic that you're making?
It's coming along slowly, and
you've been doing that shit for like years, dude. I just finally saw the panels now when you posted them on your page.
Yeah, I've been working on the story since like 2008, and I started drawing it in 2011. And
you
then
know what? All good things come, they take a while. It's a process, I guess you can say.
Oh, I believe it. Patience, ultimately. All good things come to he who waits, or whatever.
Whatever, but I swear to God, you better release this comic before you die. Like, I don't want you to release your comic and then you die, and I have to like finish your work by going in and completing the story for you, or finish some artwork for you, so that way you can be like, this is the book that Keith worked on his whole life.
I've actually had nightmares about that. Not about you finishing my work, but like.
I was gonna say, you really think that shit? No, shit. I'm just gonna finish my book. Cold sweats. Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. That'll be the new nightmare.
Okay.
But no, I've got like there's a shelf here that's full of notebooks. Those journals that you get on sale at Staples every once in a while for $3 or $4.
I don't even want to mention their name because I don't want to give anybody oh shit, I forgot they sell notebooks at Staples. Fuck them guys. Anyways, that's neither here or there. But I know what you're talking about, like the college bound, like not the college bound, but like the leather bound,
right?
Nice gold fiber, like gold pages. Those were awesome.
Yeah, the cheaply made but pretty notebooks.
Exactly.
I've got a shelf of those things, and I start a story in each one. And I've got all these stories and all these comic book ideas, and then it occurred to me the other day. It's like, shit, maybe I should buy another one
To make another story?
And no, not to make another story, but to write thumbnails and notes for all of the rest of them, just in case I die in the next 10 or 15 years, so that my kid can come of age and be like rummaging around the books in the attic and then find this one thing, this Rosetta Stone for all these half-assed stories that he's been coming across. Like, oh, maybe I will finish these and make money for myself now.
Well, you know what? That's actually full circle. That's actually a lot better than me finishing it. Like your own seed finishing your own comic. Like how awesome would that be? Like for you to leave behind your unfinished comic book and your son to probably become the next Stan Lee. Who knows? But just knowing that was pretty dope. This fucking cat.
That would be noble. But
It would be noble and it would be awesome. But
I'm
I don't know how awesome it is for you, but you'll be dead, so what do you care about?
Yeah, I'm not looking for noble. I want to finish it. I want the money.
Well,
I want that 60-inch TV in a bigger man cave.
By the way, it's like I'm trying to work out into my man cave, but it's like there's no point. Like, you know, like I don't know how long I'm gonna be in the current spot that I'm at. But it's like I'm slowly piecing it together. I just gonna put up all my comics, especially my $1,300 check that's written to another person that I can't cash.
Fuck you.
That fucking comic that I had signed, that's worth the same amount of money that's in my bank account right now, which could work for a car. No, I'm just fucking with you. But I'm gonna start hanging up all my comics and. Like my X-Force white variant that you made me pick up that time at in Maryland. You made me pick up the white X-Force. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. And I just learned something the other day about those white variants.
What's that? Shit.
No, it made me feel so fucking retarded. Because the shop that we went to in Maryland together, I'm not going to say the name. But,
yeah, that's why I didn't say it. Go on.
Yeah. They were selling the white variants as though it was some special, just a white blank variant. Because it's cool. Blah. So I bought a couple, like, okay, this is new. I'll grab it just in case it's worth something. And then turn around, and I'm part of the comic book collectors Facebook group. And the other day, someone starts posting all these pictures of these white variants that they took to cons. And they had the artists from those books, plural, customize their own covers for them. Oh, fuck!
What do you mean?
That's what it's all about? The whole point of them is to take them to conventions and have the artist personalize it for you.
Yeah, but that shit must cost you like a fucking arm and a leg. Like,
yeah.
I mean, thinking as an artist, like somebody comes up to you and like, hey, draw me. But then again, if like those, like any Marvel comic artist or any DC artist can fucking draw Spider-Man, like, oh, okay, whatever, here you go, Spider-Man, yeah. Like, they can draw, like, ridiculous. So, but the idea of that now, it's like, you just blew my mind. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, where am I ever going to see these artists, though?
Exactly. That's what makes them collectible. Because, yeah, those guys can burn through those drawings super fast. I mean, there's YouTube videos of John Romita Jr. just belting out Spider-Man within 10, 15 seconds. And it's a fully rendered sketch. But you gotta figure, say it's New York City, say it was New York Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
You got Midtown Comics and then whatever else is in the surrounding area selling these white variants. Maybe there's 1,500 covers going into the convention, and said artist will only have time to do 500 at most.
And each one's pretty much going to be personalized. Like, he's not going to do the same art on each one, to be honest.
Right.
'Cause that's kind of fucking boring.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's how they're catering to the fans now. You go in like, well, I want him in this position, or I want this character on it with this character. So they actually have to take some time to think about it. So, like, I went to Small Press Expo in, I think it was Bethesda, Maryland, in 2011. There was a pretty speedy artist there at the time, and she was doing commissions on 5x7 postcards.
Gotcha.
And we got in the queue on the first day and gave her what we wanted her to do, and it took 3/4 of the day before she got to us. And
fuck that.
it was like the first quarter of the first day she was already done with commission.
That's, I don't know, man. That's fucking commitment. Since we're in the topic of awesomeness, why don't we talk about the Deadpool movie being talked about? I know I'm excited about it. Are you, though? Not as much as I am, probably, but I know you're probably excited.
No, I'm really excited. I was also really excited about 10 years ago when they were still talking about it. I honestly haven't. I've been keeping up to date with the MCU and the whole debacle with Superman versus Batman, or whatever the title's going to be. So I haven't been going far afield and picking up, like, I've been hearing stuff about the Fantastic Four reboot, which sounds like absolute ape shit.
Don't do that. Don't fucking release another Fantastic Four movie.
It's not needed.
But the one thing I like about it is that Ryan Reynolds wants this movie done so bad. Ryan Reynolds wants to make Deadpool. Like, he's like, I want to be Deadpool.
He's perfect.
Exactly.
Other than
zip mouth Deadpool that we're not gonna fucking talk about in Origins of Wolverine. Fuck that Deadpool.
No, honestly, my absolute, and the pictures, your art, and everything that anybody can ever glean from me outside of the podcast online suggests that I am nothing but a Wolverine fanboy.
You are.
Barring the current run. I mean, anything post 2004, fuck it. But the early Wolverine, yes, ultimate fanboy. I loved Hugh Jackman's portrayal in X-Men 1 and 2, not 3.
Who cares about 3?
Right, non sequitur, doesn't count, doesn't exist. But by far, the only redeeming part of X-Men Origins Wolverine was...
I want to hear this shit. Go on.
Was the ipso facto origin of Deadpool. Not what they did to him, because Deadpool doesn't have fucking adamantium katanas that slide out of his wrists. And he doesn't have a zippered mouth. But all those scenes...
Or laser eyes.
Right, but all those scenes where, like, he's on the plane and he's quipping, or that scene in the elevator where he's like, I can tell you all have high protein diets. Like, that's fucking Deadpool right there.
Yes. It is, but it's just... I don't. They
need to.
It puts me in a bad place, Keith. I don't want to be here.
No, I'm in the exact same place. Trust me, because
I'm glad I saw the shitty fucking wireframe video before I went and not paid money to see the movie. Like, exactly. Unfortunately, you did.
No,
you did.
No, exactly. That. Oh my God, I remember living in an apartment downstate. And I invited people over because I just downloaded the super pirated pre-visual X-Men Origins Wolverine. And it was awesome. It was actually a good movie without all the special effects. and there were the inserts of the wireframe Deadpool and so on and so forth. And then we built up upon that, and based on that, we all went as a group to go drop money to watch it on the big screen.
Poor souls.
And exactly. And what we saw, what we paid money to see, did not compare to the 1/4-assed, barely completed version that we had pirated.
By the way, kids, pirating is bad. Don't download shit. But anyways, yeah, like.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to cancel this.
I don't. I have to pay for music. You're right. I have to pay for music. I forgot. I didn't know. But I don't have to
cancel shit. I'm so excited to see this latest episode of Big Bang Theory. Just a second. Let me cancel the feed.
Big Bang Theory can suck my dick.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?